What's up everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is basically just me talking about why I haven't really been on social media and why I've kind of decided to lay low. First off, I didn't stop vlogging completely for YouTube. I just decided that I needed to take a break for a little bit just because I've been going through some stuff, personal stuff, and I definitely didn't want it affecting my vlogs, and I feel like it has been affecting me as a person. And second of all, I just wanted to say that I'm grateful for all my family and friends that have been by my side. So I have been MIA from social media. The past 2 or 3 days I've kind of been more on social media, so it's a little bit like, oh well, you weren't really gone. Yeah, technically yeah, I kind of was. I needed a little bit of space, mostly because what I've been trying to get to is that I've been dealing with some personal stuff, and I don't think I've ever really talked about any of this before, and I especially don't like serious talks on social media nor none of that. But honestly, I was not even gonna talk about this on my channel ever. I was never going to bring it out to light because I just don't like talking about it. But at the same time, I think that this could also help people that have gone through this. I mean, obviously, you know, this is a message that is constantly always going around, and it's just basically the message of mental illness and whatnot. And growing up in a Hispanic household, really old mindsets, or older mindsets, it's just hard. It was even harder for me to kind of open up about this. This topic is really, really touchy for me. And the reason I smile when I'm talking about it is because it's like, I smile when I'm uncomfortable. But yeah, there's like no real way kind of like working my way into the subject, so I'm just gonna say it out loud. I haven't been diagnosed, and I'm not gonna say a diagnosis for what I am, but I do feel depressed. I think everyone knows their body and how it is when they're extremely happy or when they're really upset. Well, yeah, like I get it, you know, like everyone goes through their own rough times and their own problems and stuff that makes them grow up, you know? It's all so true. Like, I think my parents have given up so much and done so much for me that I don't, at the same time I understand where they're coming from, because I don't think that there's really a reason for me to stress, but I stress really easily. And I have had like signs of it for quite some time now. I just kept pushing it away and kept pushing it away, and it's really sad because I'm not that type of person at all. I'm actually a really happy person, and I'm happy all the time, and I don't know how it could have happened. It was sad when I heard it, and it's even worse now that I'm going through it, because from first-hand experience, yeah, it's like no joke, it's hard. About a year and a half ago, I went through my first panic attack. I was really stressed and overwhelmed with school and work, and that job actually cost me a lot of stress for no reason, and so that's why I decided to leave. When I decided to leave, I just felt like I kept losing a lot of people around me. I think the only reason that I kind of got into this funk is because I don't really know how to deal with loss, and I think everyone has their own way of grieving. Just the past few months have been, I think, the worst on me, mostly because I think a part of me was just kind of accepting it, and so like I kind of opened the doors to feeling everything. I don't really know how to explain it. I feel crazy kind of talking about it, which is kind of, it sucks because I don't think anybody should feel crazy for talking about it or feeling like, oh, like I'm so sad and why can't I talk about it, because I feel like people are gonna judge me. And to be honest, yeah, people are gonna judge you. No, you don't know what goes on behind the camera. You don't know what goes on in that person's life or their feelings or how they, basically how they perceive life. And honestly, never felt so neglected. It's truly upsetting to feel that way, you know? You can't really blame anybody because at the end of the day, it's what you feel, and you can't blame yourself for feeling that way either. Sometimes when I'm speaking about this, because I've tried recording this so many times, I feel like I bounce around the subject because I definitely do not want to break down in front of the camera. But it has been extremely hard to keep like waking up and doing my routine and finding motivation for things that I know that normally I would have like a lot of motivation for. At first I felt like not talking to people would help. And I'm kind of scared of my mom seeing this video right now, but I know she's gonna see this eventually. I just want to say that the feeling that I felt, feeling like I didn't want to wake up in the mornings because, oh, such a long day and I don't have motivation to do it. It's really draining on your body, and it's ultimately the one thing that I would never want anybody to feel. I felt like I had a heavy heart the majority of the time. I just wanted to give up. I honestly wanted to give up. Admitting that on camera is kind of hard, especially because I know that I get to pick and choose who gets to see what, because I'm doing it more for awareness. Because some people are so afraid to talk about it, the feelings that they get, or feeling like, oh, I'm so sad and like there's no one to talk to. Well, no, like honestly, there are a lot of people to talk to. You shouldn't feel ashamed, and you shouldn't feel like just because you can't afford something, like you shouldn't go and do it. I've been lucky enough to have friends that have checked up on me constantly. I've been lucky enough to have a family that, although they weren't aware, because now they are able to be there for me. I might not be able to say it face to face, but I'm extremely grateful for them. Be there for me on my low times. I'm thankful for my boyfriend, who has been here through all of it. Honestly, I think he deserves so much for being by my side through all of this. I don't know how he deals with me. I'm not gonna get into details about all the things that I've been through. I think me going through this is only making me stronger. Like, yeah, I get down, and like obviously people that see me in my personal life, they're like, dang, Jaz, like you can't let this stuff bring you down, you know? Like, and it's true, I can't, and I'm not gonna let this bring me down either. When I didn't have the motivation, I had my family. I surrounded myself with family. Like, I did it because I needed to. I mean, I always surround myself with family. Like, I love my family to death, but sometimes they annoy me. But with friends as well, like pushing them away didn't help, so I hope to have their support. So this is just me telling you guys, don't be scared. If you're unmotivated, just push yourself. Just keep pushing yourself. And I know that it feels like it's a never-ending heartache, or a never-ending like pain of unmotivation, or it feels like you're just never gonna get through it. Honestly, you will get through it. You will. And I know that that first step is always so hard, because at least for me, it was more like I felt embarrassed. But if for you, like you just don't know who to talk to someone at school, talk like a counselor, not just a friend, because sometimes friends don't know how to deal with it, or sometimes family doesn't even know how to deal with it. I know it's hard to accept. I've been there. I'm currently still trying to get out of there. But I feel a lot better just opening up about it and talking to others about it. So if I could do it, you guys can do it. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and hearing my story and hearing me out. If you guys made it through this video, thumbs up, honestly, thumbs up, because I talk a lot. But besides that, just know that this wasn't an easy subject for me to talk about. If you guys do need help, like I said, reach out to me, reach out to your close ones, loved ones, anything along those lines. But like I said, I'm gonna be back on schedule every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'm kind of debating if I want to do Vlogmas, just because it involves a lot of vlogging and a lot of editing and a lot of time. And I honestly at the moment don't even know if I have that much time, but maybe, I'm just saying, maybe it could happen. So watch out. And I have so much in store for you guys, and I can't wait for you guys to tune in and watch. Like I've said before, this is your girl Jaz, and I'm out.